Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, The Unholy Trinity of the Universe series, Part 4. Bible rituals, witchcraft, voodoo, and human sacrifices. The following revelations will be a surprise and a devastating shock to many religious believers of the Bible. The two-faced God of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam condemned and condoned practices of the occult, which are written in the Bible. Point 1. A large majority of the Jewish, Christian, and Islamic communities do not know that the Bible explains how to perform rituals of exorcisms, magic, voodoo, witchcraft, obeah, santeria, animal and human sacrifices. Many rituals of the occult were permitted, condoned, and received the blessing from the so-called loving God of the holy books. The book of Leviticus is a master book in explanations of witchcraft rituals and blood sacrifices. Point 2. God condemns and condones the making and worshipping of idols. Read Leviticus chapter 26 verse 1. Ye shall make no idols nor graven images, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it. For I am the Lord your God. Comment. In this verse, God condemns the making of idols of any form. In the following verse, he will condone the making of an idol. Point 3. God condones the making and worshipping of an idol. Read Numbers chapter 21 verses 6, 8, and 9. And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and many people of Israel died. And the Lord said unto Moses, Make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole. And it shall come to pass that every one that is bitten, when he looked upon it, he shall live. And Moses made a serpent of brass, put it upon a pole, and it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived. Comment. God condones the making of a brass snake idol. This God of the Bible doesn't know whether he is coming or going. Point 4. Numbers chapter 5, 11 through 31. God explains how to perform a witchcraft ritual of jealousy when a man thinks that his wife is unfaithful. God explains the ingredients to be used for the ritual: barley meal, holy water, and dirt from the floor of the tabernacle. This mixture shall be used to cause a curse if the woman is unfaithful. The woman must drink the dirty water. If she is guilty, her belly will swell and her thighs will rot. If she is innocent, God does nothing to the male accuser. It is written that he is free to take her home and make babies. Comment. The man should be forced to drink the dirty witchcraft mixture and see if his belly would swell and his thighs would rot. Point 5. God accepts a human sacrifice. Read Judges 11, verses 30 through 39. Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Lord. He vowed that if God would let him win the battle against the Ammonites, he would offer him a burnt sacrifice of the first one which comes from his house to greet him after the battle. Comment. After the victorious battle, Jephthah's little daughter was the first to greet him. He offered her as a human sacrifice, and the loving God of the Bible accepted. Point 6. God ordered and performed a ritual of mass murder, using blood as a guide for his path of destruction. Read Exodus 12, verses 5 through 13 and 27. The above verses describe God's evil act of murdering thousands of innocent firstborn human babies and adults, and also animals. This is the epitome of evil and viciousness. But the Jews, Christians, and Muslims swear that God is a loving and merciful God. Evidently, they have not read their holy books. Point 7. Another Bible ritual of witchcraft. Read Exodus 7, verses 8 through 12. God orders Moses and Aaron to perform a magical act. The staff rod of Moses was thrown on the floor in front of the Pharaoh, and miraculously it turned into a snake. The Pharaoh called his sorcerers, the magicians of Egypt, to cast their rods on the floor, and their rods turned into snakes. Instantly the rod of Moses ate and consumed the snake rods of the sorcerers. Comment: after reading the nonsense above, any 10-year-old child can realize that the Bible is a book of fantasy. Point 8. Existence of psychic readers in the Bible. Read 1 Samuel chapters 9, verses 9, 18, and 19. Before a time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God, thus he spoke, "Come, and let us go to the seer." For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. Then Saul drew near to Samuel in the gates, and said, "Tell me, I pray thee, where is the seer's house?" And Samuel answered Saul and said, "I am the seer." Comment: from reading the verses above, it is clear to visualize that the use of psychics and witches were condoned in the Bible. Point 9. 1 Samuel chapters 10, verse 6 and 8. And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them. And thou shalt go down before me to Gilgal, and behold, I will come down unto thee to offer burnt offerings, and to sacrifice sacrifices of peace offerings. 7 days shall you tarry, till I come to thee, and show thee what thou shalt do. Comment: in the Bible, psychics, spiritual readers, and prophets were called seers, and they predicted the past, present, and future. After reading the above verses, all religious robots should realize how stupid their religious leaders are when they advise them not to go to spiritual readers. I also advise you not to go to the crooked palm readers. Most of them are $5 con artists. Point 10. Exorcisms of evil spirits were performed in the Bible. Read 1 Samuel chapter 16, 13 through 23. David performed a ritual of exorcism with music, and he removed an evil spirit which God had sent upon Saul. Comment: when rituals of the occult were performed under the auspices of Judaism, Christianity, or Islam, they were called miracles. But when these same rituals are performed in the religions of Voodoo, Wiccan, Yoruba, or Santeria, they are called evil and satanic worship. Point 11. All religious believers should enlighten their pastors, preachers, priests, rabbis, imams, and any other religious leader that voodoo and witchcraft rituals exist, and they are described in their holy books. Also, Jesus and Lazarus were raised from the dead, so they were the walking dead. In other words, they were the same as voodoo zombies, a corpse revived by magic or miracle. The information above is just the tip of the iceberg of lies, deceptions, and contradictions which the religious pushers are preaching as truth and nothing but the truth. You can view more information on the religious hoax at www.revealingbiblelies.com. If you missed part 1, 2, or 3 of this series, please Google youtube.com "Your Religion is a Hoax."